it going? So, a couple years ago, I started a YouTube channel that was um, supposed to be about life with HIV. I did a video about taking my first pill, and I plan to document life, just, I guess, navigating the struggles, if you will, of what it would be like to live in this new world that I knew nothing about. Um, I decided pretty quickly that I didn't want my life to be about such a small part of me, because that's what I eventually learned was that I was still me, and like I didn't need, you know, a whole lot of documentation of how my life was different, because it turned out my life was so the same. And I felt it was better just to help people by, you know, being vocal about the fact that I was positive and that you could have normal life. Anyway, flash forward a couple of years, I ended up dealing with something that actually was life changing, which was a drug addiction to crystal meth. Um, it's not something to joke about. However, that's how I get through anything. If I can't laugh, then that's when the hopelessness really starts to seep in for me. So, mainly, I guess what I've decided is being someone who's very open about what they're going through, mainly for the purpose of wanting others who are going through the same thing to feel like they aren't alone. I have realized that maybe I should document my recovery from drugs, because I talk about it on Facebook, I talk about it on Instagram, and really those aren't a journal. However, I use them as one, and I think it'd probably be more effective to just put it here where people can watch it if they so choose. And, you know, I don't want to inundate other people with unnecessary information. However, I would love to put the information out there for people who need it. So, now that you know what I'm doing here, I guess what I would like to first discuss is how now I'm, let's see, 44 days clean from using crystal meth. And I also had a major problem with GHB, which is a um, another very dangerous drug. I'll explain the drug at a different time. Today, though, I just want to talk about where I'm at now that I'm this far out into my recovery. Probably the worst part about it is that I feel extremely overwhelmed with a lot of all the feelings that I use the drugs to push away, like insecurity, poor body image, loneliness, uh, shame over, you know, where I'm at in my life. Pretty hard on myself. I come from, I don't know, I don't want to blame my family, but I feel like I come from a background where success is very important. And, um, you know, if you don't have your life going in the right direction, then people think there's seriously something wrong with you. And so, you know, I feel like there's something wrong with me, even though uh, I know there isn't. I just have a addiction problem to mask other problems that I never wanted to handle. But I still have a good heart, which is all that matters. Um, and probably the biggest struggle for me right now is that when I was in the height of my drug abuse, I really kind of did discover what I believe is my true calling, which is to be an artist. I've never felt more in tune with myself. And I truly believe that, or I thought I believed that it was genuine. Uh, Now that I've been off drugs for, you know, almost 45 days, I've realized that I haven't done any art, and so it's really scary for me because I am so worried that, like, you know, I don't have it in me, or I've lost the motivation, I've lost the drive for this thing that I thought was my passion. Um, I I think that I'm just scared that that will be the truth, and so I've actually just been scared to make art. But I think that once I can get myself to do it, I'll see that it's genuinely a talent that I have. Um, but that's the scary part for me, is taking that leap, because I've been focusing really hard on other things. I have a lot of things going on in my family. Um, I've had to relocate cities, like 500 miles relocate, and I lost my vehicle. Just, it's been a mess. And so I haven't really had a chance to do art, but I've been letting it kind of be avoided. Um, I'm going to attempt to paint this evening, so I'm just having a lot of emotions right now. Like, is this the beginning of um, the what saves me, or is it going to be a trigger that's going to push me towards drugs more because I'm struggling with art? Um, I have full faith that I'll be fine. One of the reasons I'm doing these videos is kind of self help and therapy. But that's where I'm at right now, feeling inadequate and shamed, you know, rebuilding trust. It's just a mess. But it's a good mess. It's better than the mess I was in every day. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully, um, the more time I'm off drugs, the more time I'll have also improving the quality of my YouTube videos, because I know this is really simple. I'm not even going to put a filter on it. Okay, well, I don't want to keep these videos very long, so that's where I'm at. I'm sure some of you can relate, and I'll keep you posted on how the painting goes.